buckos! Welcome back to the last week of our pirate series. I'm so sad to see Captains Red Hand and McGreedy leave, but I know the best way to get over the sadness is by singing with my favorite pirate crew. So everyone stand up with me.
Yo, ho, away we go. The wave's gonna toss us to and fro. Yo, ho, away we go. Away we go. And a yo, ho, ho. Let's raise the sails, go out to sea, and find the treasure buried deep. We know it doesn't need a key. It lives inside of you and me. Good news, better than gold, better than anything you've been told. Yo ho, God gave his son, this good news is for everyone. Yo ho, away we go, we'll tell everybody that we know. Yo ho, away we go with a yo ho ho. Let's raise the sails, go out to sea, and find the treasure buried deep. We know it doesn't need a key. It lives inside of you and me. Good news, better than gold, better than anything you've been told. Yo ho, God gave his son, this good news is for everyone. Good news, better than gold, better than anything you've been told. Yo ho, God gave his son, this good news is for everyone. Yo ho, away we go, we'll tell everybody that we know. Yo ho, away we go with a yo ho ho.
Blow me down! I think that was the best I've heard you sing out this whole series. Now, let's find out if Captain McGreedy and Red Hand are going to find the treasure where X marks the spot on their map. Everyone throw 3 fingers up in the air and count it down with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
There'll be a special place with treasure aplenty. Grab your map and set sail for a journey like no other. Pirates!
Blimey. Red Hand, we's been cleaning all day, and we still hasn't made any progress on getting me ship back to normal. That storm really tore up everything.
I told you that was the greatest of all sea storms. I'd just be glad we were able to hide below deck. If we had been up here, we might have been blown overboard.
It's gonna take me forever to be getting everything looking as shipshape as before. Plus, the wind knocked over all the treasure chests in me treasure room. It'd be such a mess in there. There'd be gold coins and there'd just be gold coins everywhere. Have you checked all the ship supplies to make sure we've not got any damage?
Nay, we should probably go through the pirate checklist, shouldn't we?
You mean we'd be doing this together? What's gotten into you today? You seem to be changing your ways. I's be liking it. Now, I'll start calling out the part of the ship, and you check to make sure it's not damaged. We'll start with me sails. How do those look, matey?
They'd be fine. They'd be flying high with no problem. I don't see any holes in them at all.
Sails? Check. Now, how about the deck of the ship? Do you see any damage to the deck?
No, I don't see any damage to the deck, McGreedy. Not even a mere scratch. This be a well-built ship.
Sails, check. Deck, check. What about me cannons? Do those still be working? Go down below deck and check on them, Red Hand.
Aye, Captain McGreedy.
And check the hull of me ship while he's down there. Make sure there be no holes in the penny pincher.
Cannons be looking good, McGreedy.
Aye, those cannons be sounding mighty fine. Which they should be. When I traded for this here ship, that captain told me it'd be the best ship in all the 7 seas. I hear those cannons be working, aye, Red Hand. But how about the hull of me ship? Did you notice any holes?
I has some bad news, McGreedy. There be a hole about this big in the cannon room below deck. I believe that storm got the best of your ship after all.
What? I has a hole in me ship? Now how is I supposed to keep sailing?
McGreedy?
I's gonna go below deck and take a look at that there hole.
Okay, crew, I've been needing your help. I have some news I didn't want to be sharing with Captain McGreedy. You see, the storms didn't make that hole in the ship. I did. When I was looking at the cannons, my foot slipped. When I tried to catch myself, I pulled the string for the cannon to fire, and it blasted a hole right in the side of the ship because it wasn't aimed right. I can't be telling Captain McGreedy the news about how I blew a hole in the ship. He will make me be walking the plank for sure. You all saw how angry McGreedy just got about that hole. Maybe I can just get off the ship before McGreedy notices.
There'll be a hole, all right. Where do ye be going, Red Hand?
I was just going to get the maps out. I thought you could get your mind off the bad news about the hole in your ship by following the map to the treasure. Anyways, it's not like you'd be needing to fix your ship while we be on land. And once you find the treasure, you'll be able to buy the best wood in all of Israel. Then Penny Pincher will be in the top shape for your next voyage.
I guess he has a point there, matey. Some fresh air might be good for me, ship. You know, let all the dustiness below deck air out. Aye, let's have a look at those maps, Red Hand.
Why don't you hold them, Captain McGreedy? You've had a long day. It might make you feel better to hold the treasure map.
Aye, this do make me feel better. Now, how far do we be from the treasure, Red Hand?
Well, here's where we are right now in a town called Jerusalem. We needs to be looking for the skull of the rock.
Well then, I'll be getting me treasure chest ready for all the treasure we's about to find.
I'll start looking through the spyglass to see if I can be finding anything. Yes, I think I found it.
What do it be, matey?
I had this sea monster-sized booger up my nose for a few days now, and I think I finally found it. I just has to get it out now.
Well, shiver me timbers, Red Hand. I thought you found the treasure. Let me know if you find anything that's not the kind of gold you find in your nose.
Aye, Captain.
I've got the treasure chest to be ready to fill with the treasure now.
I think I really found something this time. Take a look.
What did you find, matey? A giant pile of gold? More jewels than you've ever laid your eyes on?
You see, McGreedy, that there rock be in the shape of a skull. That's a symbol we pirates know all too well. I think that be a pirate message. If the skull be in the rock, then where do the crossbones be? I bet they be making an X on the ground, which is where the treasure be buried. No worries, though. I still got our key.
Then I best be off to find something to patch the ship. We got to have a sturdy vessel to carry all that treasure.
Ahoy, me hearties! One of the most important places here in Israel is right here in Jerusalem where Jesus spent his final days on earth. Jesus knew that God had a purpose in sending him here. God wanted to show us how to live, but more than anything, he wanted to show each one of us his love. God did that by allowing Jesus, his son, to take the punishment for all the wrong things we have done, dying a cruel death on a cross. The place where Jesus died was on a hill near Golgotha, which means place of the skull. Pirates have been using this symbol for centuries, and it reminds me every time I see it that God loved me so much he gave his only son to take the punishment for all the stealing, the cheating, and the selfish things I've done. After Jesus died, his body was taken and placed in a garden tomb. Jesus' friends thought it was the end. But 3 days later, God sent an angel to roll away the stone in front of the tomb. Jesus' friends went to the place where Jesus was buried, but he wasn't there. They were met by an angel who told them, Jesus is alive. Jesus surprised his friends by appearing to them to prove that he was alive. He even appeared to 2 men who were walking on the road to Emmaus. These men didn't recognize Jesus at first, but when they did, they began to tell everyone that Jesus was alive. It was so hard to believe. Not only did God allow Jesus to take our punishment for the wrong things we've done, but he also brought Jesus back to life. When we choose to follow Jesus, God forgives us for all the wrong things we do. He begins to change our hearts to be more like his, loving, kind, and generous. He puts his spirit inside of us, and that's a spirit that lives forever. That's good news, which is better than gold.
I be finding the best putty to fix the hole in me ship. Tasty and sticky.
Ahoy, Captain! I can't be believing this, but I be finding the X that marked the spot there by the place of the skull, and sure enough, there's a treasure chest buried deep in the ground.
Avast! You did it, matey! I'll grab me own treasure chest and we'll fill it up with silver, diamonds, rubies, and gold.
Alright, Captain, you need to slow down for me to tell you the rest of the story.
Aye, go on then.
Something amazing got a hold of me, Captain, and I don't be having the right words to explain it. But all I can say is that when I took out the key and we got in Bethlehem, it actually be working.
Well, blow me down! The key unlocked the golden doubloons?
No, but it was even better. The treasure chest opened before me, and before my very eyes, I saw a picture of what happened in that very place. There was an old pirate chum telling me how the X that marked the spot was the spot where Jesus be taking my punishment.
You tell me. You mean to tell me you went to the very place where Jesus died?
But the best part is I be hearing the good news, which is better than any silver rubies or gold doubloons. I be hearing that God be loving me so much that he brought Jesus back to life. He's the one who's been stirring in me piratey heart to make me see that the pirate's life is not for me.
I's be feeling like we's been on a special journey to discover the real treasure, which be the good news of God's love.
Speaking of news, I have something to tell you, McGreedy. I blew the hole in your ship with the cannon by accident. It wasn't the storm that did it to her. I really be sorry, Bucko. I know he's gonna make me walk the plank now, aren't you?
It'd be okay, matey. I figured out what happened when I walked below deck and saw all the black gunpowder around the hole. It's okay that you messed up, Red Hand. We all do. That's why the news about Jesus forgiving us be so good. That's what's been changing us. And now that we be knowing it, we needs to be telling the whole good news of Jesus to everyone around the world.
Well, then let's be setting sail. We've got a lot of people to tell. But we haven't got a chance to fix the hole in your ship yet. How do we sail across the world with a hole in our ship?
It'd be okay. I think I has an idea.
Then once the ship is fixed, we can keep sailing west as we chase the sunset across the 7 seas until we've shared the treasure of the good news with everyone in the world.
Wow, what an adventure. Captain McGreedy and Red Hand found the greatest treasure ever today. The treasure of the good news about Jesus. Let's see if you can remember what the good news is by reviewing what happened. What news did Red Hand not want to tell McGreedy? Did Captain McGreedy want to share the good news about Jesus or keep it to himself? Can you share the good news about Jesus with others? Absolutely you can. The good news about Jesus is that he loves us so much and he died to take the punishment for our sins. That way, our friendship with God can be fixed and we can live forever with them in heaven. This is such good news that we can't keep it to ourselves. We need to share this treasure with everyone, and that's what we need to know today. Say this after me. The good news is treasure to share. Apparently, Red Hand and Captain McGreedy were talking below deck and came up with an idea for how to fix the hole in McGreedy's ship. But they need some help. Are there 2 pirate crew members who want to come up and give them a hand? This is a game with a lot of chewing, so don't offer to play if you can't have chewy things. All right, mateys, what be your names? Here's what Captain McGreedy told me were the rules. We'll have 2 teams of 1. Each person will take a piece of bubblegum tape. Both people will be chewing their gum as fast as they can. Once it is nice and chewed up, they'll take it out of their mouths and make a pile of it. After spitting out your chewed gum, you can get another piece. The person with the biggest pile of chewed gum at the end of the game is the winner. Are you ready to chew? I'll need to hear all of you cheering as loud as you can for who you think will win. Now when I say chew, these 2 mateys will start their chewing. At the end of 45 seconds, we'll be seeing who has the biggest pile ready. Ready, set, chew! surprise for you. But remember, Captain McGreedy doesn't want extra stickiness on the deck of his ship, so don't be eating it yet. Now, we've got something for our other team too. I know Redhead and Captain McGreedy are very thankful that you shared your chewing ability with them to fix the ship. The hole might have gotten there with gunpowder, but you helped fix it with gunpowder. Now, they can fix the ship and set sail to tell everyone the good news. I'm so excited for next week, but I have one more thing before you leave. I would love to pray with all of you to say thank you to Jesus. Dear Jesus, thank you for dying on the cross to take the punishment for our sins. We want to share this good news with everyone we know. Help us tell others how much you love them and how you can forgive them for their sins. We love you. Amen.